So, you think you're getting sick, or is everybody around you sneezing, hacking, flu season? It is the season to be jolly, or it's the season to be sick. All right, so by the end of this video, I'll give you three things that'll make you forget you were sick, or it'll keep sickness at bay. Now, I've done a previous video, how to kill a cold in 4 hours. This one is a little more different. It's going to be how to shorten the life, how to lessen the symptoms if you do get sick. But having said that, let's just get right into it. So I consider this liquid gold because it works that good. So liquid gold that will fight a cold. Three things. It's not always the most popular thing to get a flu shot. A lot of people think that there could be some side effects from doing that. But what's popular in other countries is taking a high dose of vitamin D. You can do vitamin D at a high dose. Previous, when I was doing all my research on this, we thought vitamin D pretty much was safe across the board. And we've never seen vitamin D overdosing to be toxic, except for a case where somebody was stranded on an iceberg and they ate a polar bear and they had vitamin D toxicity, but it was astronomical amounts from eating the bear's brain. And so we don't see toxic loads of vitamin D, but vitamin D can actually boost the immune system quickly. On another note, ask me later how vitamin D can make you strong. So vitamin D is actually a hormone, and you can take a bolus dose if you're sick. The doses that I've used and experienced with are quite high, not as high as what I've seen recorded that I've never tried or my clients never tried, but I will give you the dose that we've used, and it does support the immune system where you're not sick nearly as long. And it should be in a liquid form. You can only use one company that I know of that's actually legit. The reason vitamin D, once air hits it, it kind of goes rancid. So there has to be a certain bottle that doesn't let air into it. And so I'm not sure if you can see this one, but you can contact me and I can get it for you. But it's a vitamin D drop that stays stable. And the dose for an adult male is, you ready for this? 100,000 international units, 3 days consecutive. All right, so just put that in perspective. Most people are taking 1,000 international units once a week. So it is a high dose. So in liquid form, it's much easier to do. Now, I have seen research. If you have a compromised immune system, or if you're struggling with being sick, or someone in the family, like they just always have issues with a bad immune system, it might be wise to know your VDR status. And what that means is your vitamin D receptor site that you can do on your genetic testing. And it is somewhat helpful to, when you do a vitamin D check, to know your 25 OH versus your 1,25 status, which is one is how much vitamin D are you storing and how much vitamin D are you using, basically. And that ratio tells you a lot for your immune system. You can contact me for more depth on that. But if you're sick, vitamin D, 100,000 IU for 3 days consecutive, it might just bring that flu down pretty quick. In fact, it's what they use for the flu in a lot of Eastern Bloc countries, like Europe. Sorry. Another one of my favorites is this little puppy right here. It's called biocidin, and biocidin in studies have shown to actually outperform a lot of antibiotics for like strep. It's very powerful. It's very good, but it's a lot safer. So you don't have the antibiotic resistance with it so much. It can actually kill staph and strep better than antibiotics. It's really good if you do get a scratchy throat, or you're getting a cold, or you think you might have even a pathogen or bacterial infection. It works pretty good across the board. The dose, if you're sick, is 5 drops 3 times a day. I do it in between meals. If you're grotesquely sick and you got it real fast, some people take the 10 drops. I've never done that, but 5 drops 3 times a day. By the way, dosing's based on adults. If you're a small female, maybe go 2/3 the dose. If you're a child, 1/3 the dose. Okay. Another thing that can fight a cold or flu, or can actually lessen the symptoms dramatically, is vitamin A. Now, vitamin A, I think most of the liquids out there will suffice. So the dose is very similar to vitamin D, is 50 up to 100,000 international units um, for 3 days. So that can actually boost the immune system up very quick. It works as a great antimicrobial too. So 3 things that can, let's put it this way, liquid gold. 3 things that are, act as gold as when you're sick. If you like this, let me know. Jimmy Jack.